My name's Axel Olson, and I graduated with a math degree from Cal State San Bernardino in 2006. I've been teaching about 7 years, and I'm currently teaching 7th and 8th grade for the last 2. I became a teacher at Chavez Middle School 2 years ago when I first started in the district, and I moved up. I first started as a TA, then I started as an intern, and then slowly moved up. I worked at other schools, and 2 years ago I started working here at Chavez Middle School. A typical day in my life of work is very interesting. It's very demanding mentally, a little physically because you're always walking around, but mentally you always have to help out this student, work with these groups. Maybe there's some discipline that you have to be involved. There's meetings that I have to go to. It's just going back and forth, trying to stay as organized as I can. My main job functions involve having a great relationship with students and helping them become something they weren't before. As in the way of, since I teach math, I try to push my students to be one who likes math or one could be better at math than they were before. The most interesting part of my job is building that relationship with these students. This is something that's not in a book. This is not something that someone just tells you. It's just having that relationship with the kids is very important, because once you build that, it opens a lot of doors between communications, trust, respect, and that for any teacher of any subject is something that you really need. The unexpected part of my job is the political stuff. As a teacher, I just felt like I was going to be in the classroom with students, helping them be better at something. When I'm not in the classroom, I'm dealing with meetings and stuff with administration and outside stuff that I didn't see there was a purpose to it, but it's a lot of political stuff. The best part of my job is helping students. Just the help. Like one day they were at a point that they didn't like math, the next day they're at a point they enjoy it or they understand it. The aha moment, like I was able to do this all by myself, and letting them know it wasn't me who did it, it was you. And that's the rewarding part of my job. I got students that I taught a couple of years ago talking to me and saying, like, hey, thank you very much for all the work you did. And she sent me a message and she said, hey, I'd like to say thank you for everything you've done. I've been where I'm at because you made me enjoy math and the classroom. Something that I learned from my position that I wish somebody would have told me a long time ago is it's gonna be difficult. It's not something easy. If people think, oh, you're a teacher, oh, you have the easiest job in the world. No, like I've dealt with 140 people, little men, little women, like students that I have to build and help them be better. And that's the difficult part. You can't just go in the classroom, boom, learn this, and they get it. No, you have to work with them. You have to see what their weaknesses, what their strengths, and move forward. Positions in other jobs that relate to mine are a lot to do with math. You could be an accountant, an architect. With my skills, you could be promoted in a district to be a math coach or work for the district and work with other math teachers, not in the way of teaching, but in the way of using math in the classroom. My position takes a lot of my personality. As you can see in my classroom, who I am is easily shown in my classroom, from little things that I say to the students to posters and banners. It's just, I make my classroom be me. So when kids come in, they feel like, hey, this is a welcoming environment, because that's who I am. I want the kids to feel comfortable, so they come into an environment that I know I'll feel comfortable, so if I do, they do. Cal State San Bernardino prepared me in my career in many ways. I was able to build communications and connections with people in the school that allowed me to move into the San Bernardino district. Through friends and fraternity brothers, I was able to get in contact with a principal that later on hired me. I used to work in the housing office as a residential advisor. That I used to take care of 50 plus students that were currently attending Cal State San Bernardino, and building the relationship, communication, making sure everything was fine, safety wise. That helped me bring that into the classroom, because I also have to take care of about 140 students a day. The connections I built at Cal State San Bernardino helped me be where I'm at. Through my fraternity, Lambda Theta Phi, I was able to work with the community and work with others that told me and gave me advice of who I needed to talk to. Now, currently, I'm able to help them out, as when they need connections of how to do community service at my school, I could tell them who to go to, who to talk to, what paperwork they need to do. I'm happy to do that, because that's how I was brought up. Advice that I would give to students right now that are taking math or getting into education is build connections. Building connections helped me a lot, and I've helped others, and I feel that should never be something you lack. You always want the connections, because you'll be able to get the job that you want, or be able to get information on how to get the job. In my personal opinion, I was able to become a teacher because I had my connections with my fraternity, and they helped me find out who I need to talk to be where I'm at right now. Advice that I would give a current alum is go back and be involved at Cal State. I still find myself staying at the library studying for my master's classes. I still find myself going to events that the school has. It's just stay involved, because that's what helped you be who you are. Why not give back to that?